You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video is going to be my Walking Dead preview for episode 4 coming this Sunday at 9 p.m. on AMC, entitled Slabtown. So, yes, this is where we're finally going to get a little information on Beth, maybe a lot of information. Maybe even just the whole thing, not something that carries on for another episode. I think people have waited long enough to get an answer to this whole Beth saga. So I'm hoping that, right now for me, AMC and the Walking Dead production team are 3 for 3 this season, personally. So if they carry if they carry this Beth saga over for another episode after this one, to me it's going to be 3 for 4. Because I think that this needs to come to an end already. People have waited long enough. So, but let's talk about Slabtown. Let's read the short description from AMC.com. So, another group of survivors is introduced, and although things appear safe and nice, there is a bit of a dark side. Well, what else is new? Every group has a dark side, even our very own beloved group. But this is something I mentioned a couple of days ago when I did my video, just in general, talking about Carol, Daryl, the whole thing, who's with him. And the fact is that there could very well be another group that the production team can throw into the fold to present another challenge for Rick and his group. This time it's a little bit more interesting, though, because we know nothing about this group. Nothing at all. At least the termites, right after the finale last year and early into the season this year, we knew that there were cannibals. Even though we didn't have confirmation up until like a certain point this season, before the season started and at the end of last year, we felt confident that they were cannibals. We felt confident that for the most part, there would be some involvement with the hunters there, and they turned out to be the hunters overall. Where this group, all we know is that they have Beth. That's it. We don't know anything else about these people, and that's intriguing. Because we want to find out, are they another set of cannibals? Are they, just crazy kind of people? I mean, Slabtown, man, that's an interesting name, Slabtown. So we'll see. We'll see what that turns out to be. But I think what's going to happen is, I know the big deal right now is who's with Daryl. Who's with Daryl? I'm predicting Morgan. There's a lot of people who disagree. Some people think it's going to be Noah. It could be either or. The only reason I say Morgan is because in the comic, Morgan has already been with them. So I think it's overdue. And I know people kept saying, oh, but if you look back, I know about the whole thing with the sign and the no sanctuary. But just because he's behind them doesn't mean that there's no chance of him running into Daryl or being part of that group. You know what I'm saying? All we did was see Morgan for that short amount of time at the end of episode 1. We don't know how far he's gotten since then. For all we know, he could have gotten a car. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand where you guys are coming from with that. But again, that was such a short scene that even though this shows that the branches are growing and the dirt is all, well into the sign, like real smudged into the sign, we don't know where Morgan's been since then. A lot of things could have changed with Morgan. So I don't think that is any indication that he won't be with Daryl. I'm not saying he will be with him. That's just my prediction. And I'm basing that on the fact that he has been with the group already in the comic. Like before the whole Hunter thing, he was already with them. So he's kind of well overdue to finally just get together with Rick and have this thing pop off. Where Noah, even though, I know he's, all right, see, I understand where people are coming from with that. Like I said, my argument is that A, we don't know where Morgan's been since season 1 to now, and B, to me, in my opinion, I think it's overdue for him to finally be with Rick and be part of that group. So that's just me. But we'll find out Sunday. We'll find out Sunday who's with Daryl. Whoever's with Daryl is going to know right away what the hell is either going to know what's going on with these new groups, or is just, it's just hard to tell right now. There's so little detail. Now, in terms of what we see with Beth being in the hospital, to me, it looks like that she was there after she got knocked out. Because, when she got taken last year, she was okay. She was running away from zombies. But she wasn't hurt. She wasn't like, she didn't require medical attention to the point where she needed to be put under. Where in this little scene, it looks like she was under for a while, and then she woke up and she took out the needle that she was being fed intravenously. So it looks like something happened between now and then, or between then and now, where she needed some medical attention. I'm guessing it was when she got knocked over the head, but who knows? So that's one thing. Then the whole Carol question. Why Carol is, missing, if she is. I know a lot of you guys are putting in the comments this and this and that. And, look, it's okay. I mean, I read the comments. I don't mind spoilers so much. A lot of the times you guys tend to be wrong, though. Like, you'll be saying, like, somebody commented recently, they were saying how Bob was they knew for a fact that Bob was going to make it past episode 3, and he didn't. So, I don't really read into spoilers. Like, I know maybe some of you guys go out there, you might go to, like, spoilerdead.com. I don't do that, because it defeats the purpose of trying to make a prediction. So I do appreciate, if you guys know the deal, that's fine. But just understand, I'm really not going to take your word for it until I see the episode. It doesn't mean any disrespect. It's just that when I read those comments and people sound so sure, and then they turn around and they're wrong, it's like, all right, I can't really pay attention to that, because, so I just kind of like to play the guessing game on my own, see how the episode unfolds, and then go from there. So no disrespect, continue to make your comments, but just know that I'm not really taking them, seriously. No disrespect. So, but anyway, so getting back to Carol, yeah, that's probably the biggest puzzle for me right now, because, I don't know why. First of all, considering how much Daryl embraced her and this and that, I would think Daryl wouldn't even let Carol out of his sight. So for her to be captured or to be taken, that I kind of find that hard to believe, but it's possible. I mean, she's so independent, and afterwards, what she pulled off in Terminus, Daryl was probably like, hey, look, I'm going to sit back and eat these squirrels. Go ahead and infiltrate. You know what you're doing. And then didn't work out for her, but that's unlikely. Basically, probably just something where they split up, and she unfortunately got captured. So we'll have to see how that plays out. The other thing, too, is just how long is this group going to be separated now? I'm not happy about the separation again, and I'm hoping it's very short-lived. I'm hoping it doesn't go up to episode 8, but I won't accept it beyond that. If it goes beyond episode 8, where Glenn and Maggie are separated from the group, I'm really going to be peeved. But I'd much rather them get that situated right away, get them back together as soon as possible. So we'll see what happens there. But I think this episode, I'm predicting that we're going to see Morgan. Of course, I could be wrong. A lot of people are saying Noah, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. I definitely want closure with this Beth saga. It's got to end. It's got to end. This cannot carry on for more than one episode. We need the answers. People have waited a long time for this. I mean, what episode was it that she disappeared last year? Episode 14? So that's 14, 15, 16. So she's been gone for like 5 or 6 episodes already. So I think it's only fair to end this right now. Let it, Daryl comes back. This is what's going on. This is where Beth is. And then the group says, okay, let's go get Beth, and then we'll go to Washington. Let's not kill any time. You're 3 for 3 right now. You guys are on fire. Let's do this the right way. I'm hoping this is how they filmed it. I don't want to see any lingering, okay, well, we'll do this for an hour and then we'll save Beth next week. I don't want none of that shit. Let's get it over with. She deserves it. All right. And let's move on and let's find out what's going on with Carol. And, that's it. That's it. So what do you guys think how do you think things are going to play out on Sunday? Do you think we'll get closure to the Beth saga in this one episode? Do you think it'll turn into a Carol missing saga, or we'll get her back as well? Do you think Noah is with Daryl, or do you think it's Morgan? I'm saying Morgan only because like I said, in the comic, he is with the group well before this already, so he's overdue to be with them by now. But I understand why people are saying Noah. And for all we know, it could still be Carol and Beth. And, we just don't know yet. So, but that's it. That's it. Share your thoughts below. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N.'s Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.